Hello everybody, how are you? I'm Fotini. I'm talking to you from Athens, Greece. I'm a self-knowledge consultant. I'm an esoteric astrologer, carrying the energies of the High Priestess, and I am an activator of higher consciousness. And this channel, Holistic Healing, is about almost everything that you need in your path to elevate your spirit, your consciousness, your body, learning about your race, your astrology, so many things that we are going to explore and share here. So today's video, I have written everything that I want to share with you. It's a little bit of this and a little bit of that and a little bit of something else. And it has to do with some, let's say, bad habits, wrongdoings that people on the so-called spiritual path are doing. It's not that they are actually wrongdoings with the energy of bad, but it has to do with doesn't lead anywhere. They are not useful, and I will explain, and you will see that by yourself. Spiritual people tend to invest in potential. Let's say that you meet a person in a group, a friend, a potential partner, whatever, woman or a man, it doesn't matter. And because maybe you are an intuitive, maybe because you can see, you can feel the energies, you say, oh, this person is going to be a very good friend of mine, or it would be a very good partner for me, or it would be a very good co-worker for me, only to find out that you start investing your energy, your time, even your thoughts, your feelings, and somewhere along the way, down the path, you see that this person cannot stand up to your expectation. But you keep trying because actually you can see the potential, and the potential is real. The only thing that you haven't accepted is that the potential is a choice and a timeline that the other must take, not you. So you start moving towards this path, but the other is not following. And somewhere along the line, you go back looking at him and shouting, come on, come on, come on. But he or she isn't following. Or she stops and goes, stops and goes. Or she does something, or he does something that you say, oh, I didn't expect that. What is that? And it's an old aspect of his or hers. It's an old timeline. It's an old dark side, dark aspect that was hidden. And so, basically, you had gone out of your own way, making a wrong investment. You label that, of course, as wrong. But the thing is that behind that there is a lesson. You have to accept a person not by his or her potential. You have to accept a person as he or she appears in the now moment, how consistent he is, how you are in alignment with him or her, for that matter. Allow him or her to show you the true self, not the wishful thinking, the true self. And you can only do that when you are centered, when you are centered in yourself, not in the future. The other thing that, and it's very connected to the first one, is when you meet someone and you see only the light part of his or hers. Now, it's not about potential. It's about what you see right now. For example, you meet a person, okay, and you see that generally you are having a good time. He or she have maybe same ideas about things, but here and there you see some things that bother you, and you make the conscious choice to ignore them. Now, many in this part of the subject would say, but we have to accept the totality of the other. Yes, of course. And this is exactly what I'm saying. The thing is, accepting the other doesn't mean make him a friend or take him or her into your energetic field. It is what it is. Accepting him for what it is, dark and light, but maybe you cannot be in proximity with his dark. You cannot. You cannot tolerate it. You accept him. Acceptance means I accept reality. It doesn't mean I make him a friend because all is light, or we have to be with everyone. No, this is discernment, and it has to do with actually a very deep self-knowledge about yourself, what you can truly have in proximity, not just knowing in a vague way. The third thing, you see, I'm looking because this is a specific video. And the third part of what the so-called spiritual people are doing, they judge others, they characterize others, or they expect from others what they expect from themselves, judging from themselves. So if you are a generous kind of man or woman, or if you are polite, or you are creative, or you expect that the other would be the same. I don't know why you expect that. I did for quite some time. But it doesn't work like this. And you are taking a great disappointment out of that because you expect others to be like you. You are not allowing others to show you the true self, their true self. And this creates a great disappointment that it's actually hard to deal with, And it's part of your way of acting and or doing. And so these three attitudes are something that we are finding out while we are in the path of awakening and self improvement and self-empowerment. We are starting to evaluate us and others and expect things and see the potential, open our third eye, open our perception, yet the reality doesn't match. And it creates ripple effects, it creates disappointment, which is sometimes it's hard to deal with. Now, my suggestion to that, because I have been there, of course, I'm not just talking, this is something that I have dealt with, and not once, but many, many times, is what I just said. You have to be grounded and you have to be centered. And this demands opening your heart and opening the three chambers of your heart. And the key word here is compassion. The three chambers of the heart is the pink, is the yellow, which is wisdom, the pink is unconditional love, and the green one, which is compassion. Compassion for yourself and for others. Compassion for yourself, it means that you have to protect yourself from such experience, not necessarily from the other. And compassion for the other, because he or she hasn't reached yet the point of self-mastery or self-actualization. Now, there is also, because we have the threefold flame, the blue flame. The three flames are the blue, the yellow, and the pink. The green is actually the higher, is the human heart. The blue is total serenity and peace. It's the part of us within that we are okay with everything as it is. We are not trying to fix anyone or anything. And this is something that has to do with the spiritual path also, because when we are entering the spiritual path and while we are still walking it, we believe that we can save the world, move the world, do everything by ourselves. It's not like that. We have to accept the world as it is, no matter what we are doing, because everything that we are doing it for ourselves, not for the others. Because that's a very, very deep misconception that we are doing that for others. No, we are doing what we are doing as part of the whole, for ourselves. We cannot do anything for anyone. We are contributing to the whole by allowing our internal space and mind. So I believe that I needed to clarify it, and I needed to make this video. It was a specific guidance from my higher self, because when we are very clear about certain things, 1, 2, 3, we know how to align ourselves and with what. I'm going to do another video, maybe later today or tomorrow. Stay tuned. I would appreciate your subscription and your like. I have 49 subscriber, and I am searching for the one who will press the 50 button. Thank you very much. I'm going to do a video because I had a download about this superb conjunction that we have as I'm speaking, the conjunction between Mars and Neptune in the 2nd degree of Aries. We won't have this aspect, no one will upon this earth right now again in our lifetimes. This is a very auspicious aspect, and it has to do exactly what I am describing, the change of the mind and the acknowledgement of the illusions of the mind. So stay tuned. Thank you very much for listening. I would appreciate your you subscribing to the channel, like, see my offerings, whatever it is useful for you. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Bye.